A very good afternoon to all. Today we celebrate that is reflexive and emphatic pronoun, distributive and reciprocal pronoun. Okay. Before reflexive pronoun, before going to learn reflexive pronoun, we have to know where they have come from. Okay. You see, I myself cook my food. Okay. He enjoyed himself. They migrated themselves. Okay. See myself, reflexive pronoun, reflexive pronoun, reflexive pronoun. My plus self, myself. Him plus self, himself. They plus slaves. Themselves. Okay. So my is personal pronoun. Self noun, that is myself. It is a compound personal pronoun. Okay. Him personal pronoun plus self noun himself. It is compound personal pronoun. They plural number personal pronoun, self, noun, and themselves. That is compound personal pronouns. So, compound personal pronoun have two forms. That is reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun. Okay. So, reflexive and emphatic pronoun, where they have come from. Okay. That is come from compound personal pronoun. So, compound personal pronoun have two forms, reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun. Then comes, what is the reflexive pronoun? Okay. You see, reflexive pronoun refers 5 things. It is better to understand for yourself. You see, that is action done by the subject reflects upon the subject, or say turn back upon the subject. Next, use as receiver of action. Next, it emphasizes on subject. Next, subject and object are same person, and it refers alone. For example, I hurt myself. I, subject, hurt, action, myself, object. Okay. He, subject, killed, action, himself, object. Okay. The dog, subject, injured, action, ella, object. Subject, sat, action, himself, object. Okay. So how? Action done by the subject reflects upon the subject or say turns back upon the subject. I myself reflects or turns back upon the subject. I myself. Then uses as a receiver of action. Yes, myself, that is reflexive pronoun, receiver of an action. What? Myself, receiver of action. Emphasis on subject. I hurt myself. He killed himself. The dog injured himself. Emphasis on subject. Okay. Next, subject and object are same person. Okay. I and myself, same person. He and himself, same person. The dog and itself, same person. She and himself, same person. Next, refers alone. Yes, I, he, she, it refers alone. That is reflexive pronoun. Okay. Next, what is emphatic pronoun? What is emphatic pronoun? Okay. Emphatic pronoun is such a pronoun which is used to convey emphasis. To convey emphasis. Suppose, for example, the headmaster presided over the meeting. Headmaster presided himself over the meeting. The headmaster presided himself over the meeting. Another. I have read the Ramayana. Okay. So emphatic pronoun to convey emphasis, presided himself, emphasis. So it is emphatic pronoun. Emphatic pronoun. Okay. I have read the Ramayana. I himself, read the Ramayana. That is emphasis. So it is emphatic pronoun. Okay. Next, rules. Emphatic pronoun. It can be removed. I myself solve this problem. I myself. Emphatic pronoun. Okay. He himself, emphatic pronoun. That is the emphasis of myself and himself. It can be removed. I myself solve this problem. I solve this problem. Correct. He himself has done this. He has done this. Correct. So, emphatic pronoun can be removed. But reflexive pronoun cannot be removed or separated. She looked at herself in the mirror. Herself. It cannot be removed. She looked in the mirror. Wrong. She looked at herself in the mirror. It is correct. It cannot be separated or removed. Another example. He hurt himself while playing. That is reflexive pronoun. It cannot be separated. He hurt himself while playing. It is correct. Next, reflexive pronoun cannot be used instead for the subject or subject for the subject. Okay. Example. Sumana and myself promised to help the poor. It is wrong. Okay. Cannot be substitute for the subject or say instead of for the subject. Suman and I, personal pronoun. Personal pronoun. I promise to help the poor. It is correct. Okay. Next. Reflexive pronouns can be used as an indirect object as well. It is an indirect object. For example, Ramakata made himself a new dress. Direct object. Himself, indirect object. Okay. A direct object, indirect object. So, reflexive pronouns can be used as indirect object. Sumitra gives himself thanks. Direct object, indirect object. Okay? Indirect object. Next. Receive pronouns are sometimes used after a verb plus preposition. He is talking about himself. Preposition, verb. That is reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun. Okay. She rejected verb, preposition, pronoun. Okay. Then comes distributive pronoun. Distributive pronoun. What does it mean? Distributive pronouns refer persons and things one at a time. That is known as distributive pronoun. For example, each of the words like each, either, neither. These are the distributive pronouns. Words like each, either, neither. Examples. Each of the two servants is faithful. Each of the two servants is faithful. Each distributive pronoun. It is singular form. Mind it, distributive pronoun always used as singular form. Okay? Is faithful. Either of the books is useful or interesting. That is singular form. Neither of the answer is correct. Singular form. Neither, either, each. These are the distributive pronouns. Okay? Next. Reciprocal pronoun. What is reciprocal pronoun? The pronouns which are used to express mutual relationship or a reciprocal relationship. That is reciprocal pronoun. Words like each other, one another. Reciprocal pronouns. Each other is used for only two people or two things. For example, Ram and Abdul love each other. Two people. Two cats are looking at each other. Okay? So, it is only for two people or two things. One another is used for more than two. For example, Sarita, Bobita and Nomita help one another. More than two. The students in this class use one another's pens. More than two students. But in modern uses, there is some difference. Each other used more than two and one another used for two only. For example, the four boys immense cooperate each other. Okay? More than two. Two friends help one another. Two. So in modern uses, it is different. It mainly comes in the competitive examination. Thanks to all who are watching my video. Please not to forget, subscribe, like and share it.